Welcome to your daily 49ers update. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. Here is what's happening. When the Chiefs played the 49ers in the Super Bowl, we all know they used a ton of man coverage to slow the offense down. So, Brock Purdy, you expecting man coverage on Sunday?
Obviously, in the Super Bowl last year, they made some adjustments of going to more man coverage and making us win in those kind of matchups. And so, for us, it's like, all right, obviously we got to be ready for that kind of stuff, but it's a whole new year, it's a new season, and they're going to be making their tweaks and adjustments as well. So it's not like we're going to get just that. They're going to come in with their scheme and try to dial some things up against us, and so are we. And so for us, it's going in, it's being dialed in every play with whatever the situation is, and playing our standard and our way of football. If we could just do our job really well, I think everything will fall into place how it needs to, and we're a really good team if we can do that. So that's how I'm looking at it. I know all the guys in the locker room are doing the same thing, and we just got to be ready for all the situations and be on top of our plays and our answers within the game.
If they do use a lot of man coverage, Kyle Shanahan, please, please, we are begging you, dial up plays for Brandon Ayuk. That is what he is best at. Do not dial up plays for Deebo Samuel. That is what he is not best at. Just keep that in mind. Now, of course, along with man coverage, you also have to stop Chris Jones on the defensive line, who is an absolute game wrecker. Just listen to how Chris Foerster describes trying to stop that man.
This guy's a monster. He's a big, big guy. And then at the same time, he's got athleticism. He can move. He's got quickness. He's got all the things that it takes to be a dominant defensive lineman, which obviously he is. So we have our hands full. We have our hands full every week. Believe me, we have our hands full every week. This one, I just keep waking up with 95, and that's what my everyday is like that. So I'm hoping to get over that dream this weekend.
I don't have to tell you, Jones has been huge for the Chiefs in the biggest of moments. Dominic Pooney, Jake Brendel, and Aaron Banks certainly have a tough job to do on Sunday. Speaking of jobs, and somebody that's not been getting it done is Devondre Campbell. Another thing I don't have to tell you. We all seem to realize it, except for 49ers defensive coordinator Nick Sorensen. He was asked yesterday, why do you keep giving Campbell snaps over D. Winters?
We like both of them. I mean, they've both been getting snaps. Talking about D and Devondre, he's got so much experience. He brings a calmness. He understands the scheme, and he's been doing a really good job. And we've also been rotating D in there as well. So just like both of them.
It wouldn't be fair to expect Nick Sorensen to just bash one of his players on the podium, but he didn't have to go as far as he did, right? We know Campbell has not been doing a good job. His PFF grade on the season is 48.9. Okay. That is 115th out of 145 linebackers in the NFL. The last thing anyone would describe that as is a good job. Before we go, let's get to the injury report for week 7. 4 players missed practice for the Niners. Juwan Jennings with a hip. That's the second straight missed practice for him. Kevin Givens has a groin. That's new. Jake Moody and Matthew Wright did not participate with their various injuries. Now, everybody else on the injury report is limited. Malik Collins, knee. Jordan Mason, shoulder. Malik Mustafa, ankle. Deebo Samuel, wrist. Jordan Elliott, knee. And Darrell Luter Jr., pelvis. Not sure how one injures his pelvis, but that's what it says on the report. We always give you one thing to read, one thing to watch, and one thing you might have missed. One thing to read on this Friday. Kyle Posey of NinersNation.com has a tremendous preview piece diving into stats and nuggets and figures on both sides of the ball in this matchup. I highly recommend you read it. I will drop the link in the description of this episode. One thing to watch, the Instant Reaction Show. If this is your first time catching anything from us at the Gold Standard, we are live after every single 49ers game on YouTube, on Twitch. I promise you, if you give us one show, you will come back. We will earn your time. We break down everything that happens in the game, good, bad, and ugly, react to post-game quotes. Please give us a shot. And again, that starts right after the game on Sunday. One thing you may have missed, there's a little weirdness going on with Ricky Pearsall. Yesterday, Mike Silver came out with a column in The Athletic that said Ricky Pearsall wasn't going to play against the Chiefs. But Jennifer Lee Chan spoke with Pearsall yesterday, and he told her he's going to have 27 members of family and friends in the stands for the game. Technically, he's not on the active 53-man roster, But why is he going to have almost 30 people in the stands if he's not going to play? So we'll keep an eye on that. Just weird situation with Ricky Pearsall. When has it not been? That's a wrap on today's 49ers in 5. Please rate, review, and follow the Gold Standard Audio Podcast wherever you get your pods. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. Click the bell so you're notified when we're live. That's after every single 49ers game and every single weekday for you. Enjoy your Friday, everybody. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. We'll talk later today.